What's better than playing the game? Making the gameplay itself while you're watching some TV shows. Yeah, that's what we are doing today. I made some really incredible build, and the build where skeletons doing all the work. I call it exploitation build. We can basically play the game while being AFK. It's truly pinnacle of laziness. I decided I need a build like this because I like to drink coffee in the morning and eat some potatoes as always. So if you have just one finger, it will be enough to play the build. And why build is good? First of all, it made from complete crap I found in my stash tab that should be actually deleted. So if you want to know how much does this build cost, technically this exact build will cost you almost nothing. You will probably need to drop like 3 exiles on few uniques, and that's it. But they're pretty common and you probably can get them almost for free. So, the secret lies in passive skill tree and combination of support skill gems. But how good is it? In my opinion, build that can clear tier 15 maps, clear breaches, breach boss and actually map bosses is pretty good. Especially considering it costs basically nothing. So let me show you the gameplay. Gameplay looks like this. We're basically running around and skeletons doing all the work. That's basically it. You don't need to do anything and it's extremely powerful, fun and amazing. Yeah, clear speed is pretty okay. It's not super fast right now. But yeah, we definitely can make this build even better. If you want to have full version of this build with full 5-slot gems with some divine gear, then I got a nice deal for you. What you need to do is to just drop a like for this video. Help YouTube to discover this build basically with your likes. And I will show you insanely overpowered version of this build. But here is the version for beginners. Since most of you right now want some beginner friendly, budget friendly builds. And this one as budget friendly as it could be. Basically, if you don't need to drop almost any exiles on the build and you can clear tier 15, tier 16, 17 maps at the same time, in my opinion, it's just awesome. And also you can drink, eat and do whatever you want. You can even play it in the window while watching movies. I mean, it's awesome. I just enjoying. Basically, it's like Arc Sorcerer, but your army of Arc Sorcerers. Since the skeleton's doing some Arc magic, it's chain lightning and it's awesome. It's just completely insane, this stuff. Let me find a boss, show you a fight versus boss. Okay, I will actually press one button on this boss, but you can completely ignore buttons if you advance and get more powerful build. But still, let's find out. Let's find out how we can survive versus this big fella. Oh no, my friend. 1 million damage per second, pretty easy against you, big fella. And he's down into second form already, boys and girls. This guy is pretty weird, he got insane defense when he changing his spots, but who cares. So, let's jump straight to the build I'm using right now. And as you can see, there's not a lot of stuff over here. We get skeletal storm mages. To use them, you need to reach level 41, and that's basically a timestamp when you can start playing this build. So you need level 41 just to be able to use the skill. While they got a spell command the storm that creates a nice lightning damage and creating shock ground, you don't need it. You don't need any skills, you just need these guys. So why the skeletal storm mages are so good? Just take a look at this skill basically description. So right now they're doing 10k damage per second. If you watched my previous builds, especially Arc Sorcerer, we actually was doing pretty much almost the same damage. Yeah, Arc spell at this level can do better damage, but most of the time, at high levels, level 80, 90, you will be stuck at around 10 to 20k DPS on Arc spell. Skeletons got same DPS, but there's 10 of them right now. And we can get 10 of them, again, as I told you, basically for free. Almost for free, just for few exiles. If you don't have any items at all, you can build it basically at level 41, no matter what. Just beat the campaign once, go to cruel difficulty, trade and start playing this stuff. It's so broken and amazing. And basically, to make this build work, you actually need 2 sets of skeletal storm mages. They will be used for different purposes. To make your army insanely overpowered and to be able to clear everything insanely fast. And they of course will be with different combination of support skill gems. And let's actually jump straight into it. So, Skeletal Storm Mage Minion part number 1. I get 3 supportive gems right now, and that's more than enough to clear tier 17 maps, and that's crazy, First one will be Electrocute. Electrocute is insane. Basically, damage from your lightning attacks will contribute to electrocution build-up instead of your shock chance. And electrocution, if you don't know what is it, is basically ability to stun opponent for 5 straight seconds. Stunning enemies for 5 seconds is insane, especially against bosses. It gives you time to recharge your energy shield if you've been damaged, and basically it's completely overpowered against really powerful enemies. So that's a nice stuff to be able to basically stun enemies and wait until they will be defeated by your skeletal army. The next gem is Elemental Focus, and this will give our skeleton more damage. They will deal more elemental damage, but they won't be able to inflict elemental alignments. If you don't know, elemental alignments is Ignite, Chill, Freeze, Shock and Electrocute of course. Yeah, I just mentioned we're using Electrocute as our first supportive gem. And that's what I'm using, and as far as I can see, this guy is definitely electrocuted. As far as I can see. This boss is just standing still in electrocution. This means basically it just works. So, it just works, don't ask me how, it just works, and that's a nice combination. Definitely you can change it for other stuff, but I found that it works. While you can electrocute your enemies, why not to use it? 25% more damage is really nice, since more is multiplicative bonus. The next supportive gem is Arcane Tempo. So, supportive skills have 25% more casting speed. Yeah, more casting speed means your skeletons will summon this arc spell a lot more often, deal more damage per second, and that's basically it. That's everything we need. And as far as you can guess, we're using Skeletal Storm Mages, the first set of Skeletal Storm Mages, as damage dealers. Yeah, these guys is damage dealers. That's why when you're setting your minion count, when you're allocating your spirits, you want to make sure there's as much of them as possible. Right now with my current gear I can have 10 Skeletal Storm Mages in my damaging party. But we got a second guy over here, just one skeleton over here, and that's everything we need. So who is our second Skeletal Storm Mage? He is a really important part of our army. Let's just see our supportive gems. And that's Conduction first. And this will give us 100% more chance to shock. That's really important, since when you're shocking enemies, you start to deal more damage to them. Basically, just one skeleton, when he shocks your enemy, will increase damage of your army by a lot. And that's a lot. Then, of course, while we're shocking enemies, we want to deal even more damage to our enemies. That's why my second supportive skill gem over here is Lightning Exposure. After shocking enemy, we also lightning exposing them. Basically, lightning exposure will lower a resistance of enemy. Lightning resistance, of course, and our arc damaging army will do a lot more damage. The last but not least is Coursing Current, I guess. Shocking hits from supportive skills has a chance to also shock enemies in 2.5 meter radius. Pretty straightforward stuff. You will be able to do arc spell, shock all enemies on the screen, and your damaging army will clear them off. So that's basically the idea, how they synergize together, how they work together. Last but not least is our skill that will give us ability to defeat bosses a lot more easily. This skill is Conductivity. Yeah, of course, it's just a curse, and this curse will make enemies more vulnerable to lightning damage. It will lower the resistance. In conductivity, I got lightning mastery at the moment, but you definitely don't need this. You can have heightened curse or something like this. I just slapped lightning mastery and it works. Since you know why you need to bother to optimize AFK build when it just works at highest difficulty without any gear almost. Then we got cursed ground. Yeah, this will create cursed ground. Basically, you don't need to aim your curse to actually hit your enemy. It just creates ground, and enemies who standing in this ground will take lightning damage. It's very useful against bosses. They will run around, you will just use the spell every now and then, and they will stay in this zone and they will take 30% more damage or so. And since we're creating ground, we don't care about delay when the curse will erupt. Ritualistic curse is the last supportive gem. Curse zones will erupt with increased delay, but you don't care since it's ground, and it will have a 50% increased area of effect. Just 9 support gems, just 3 skills you need to craft, and this build will work. But to make it even more powerful, we need right gear, and that's the gear we're actually looking for. So all gear is pretty low level, so it's low level uniques, but with nice rolls, these uniques can cost a lot. Do you need right rolls? No. Actually, almost every piece of the gear I bought over here, I bought like this spiked club, for example, and I bought it for 1 exalt. That's it basically. 1 exalt, it's like lowest roll possible. It's not like insanely overpowered, just basic roll. What you're looking for is +3 level to all minion skills. And that's the single most important attribute you're looking on all types of your gear. Where you can get it? You can get it on this spiked club. But also you want to have a skipper in your offhand. Everyone went into comments to correct me and to say that the right pronunciation will be scepter. I know, but who cares? What you need to care about is about your scepter with +4 level to all minion skills. That's what you want to care about. And I got this scepter basically from random drops. That's it. I haven't bought it, I just got it. And basically looking with this number as high as possible. You can find something like this in the market just for 1 regal orb. Yeah, that's like completely insane. You can find a better version for around like 10-20 exalts with extra spirit, and that's what you're looking for also, of course. You're looking for spirit. More spirit means you will have more minions, and more minions will basically melt bosses a lot faster. Another place where you can get your plus level to all minion skills is your amulet. Yeah, so on amulet I got +2 level to all minion skills. This is nice amulet with some resistances, but that's basically what I got in my backpack. Still, you can find amulets with level 2 minion skills like pretty much everywhere, and they won't cost you a lot. To make everything work, try to find good armor with spirit also, and that's what you're looking on armor, basically spirit, but at the same time armor should be strength, intelligence, so you're looking for armor and energy shield at the same time. For helmet, by the way, you're looking for just good energy shield helmet, and also for level of all minion skills. That's what you're looking on helmet. Yeah, so we can have level 2 minion skills basically from our spiked club, we can have from offhand shrine scepter, from offhand scepter, we can have it on our hat, on our amulet, and also on our rings. So you're looking for living stone topaz ring. This ring will give you plus level to all lightning skills. And you want two of them basically. 2 of them will give you +2 levels to these skeletal storm mage minions. Other than that, you basically don't care about almost anything, and you can run with good boots, but I like to use bones of Uller, lattice sandals. Basically, these sandals will make a reservation for undead minions 20% reduced. So without these boots I can have only 8 minions, but with boots we can have 11 minions with my current build. Current build stays like this with almost 300 spirit, and that's like pretty low amount. You can go pretty easily to like 350, maybe 400 spirit just by getting better armor and better scepter, and this means we will have like +4, +5 skeletons, basically plus 50% more DPS, and that's crazy. So build is really simple, straightforward. How you can improve it even more? If you don't want to press a like button for me to spend like 20 divines in this build, for example, and showing you like the best version. Then what you can do is you actually can use Bone Offering. Bone Offering is awesome. It will make a buff for your other minions. And this basically creates a shield for your other minions by sacrificing one of the minion. Also dealing some damage, so it's nice while you're leveling, but right now you don't need it if you're at the same place where I am, basically with high level. When you're just mapping, some monsters will be really fast, so Temporal Chains is pretty nice spell if you want to press one button. Against bosses it is not like most useful stuff, it's also nice, but conductivity is like what you need against bosses, but Temporal Chains is what you can use against fast monsters, for example. So if you're curious how to level up to level 40, well, you can't use this build. Basically use Flame Wall, press Flame Wall, and use Skeletal Snipers in the back. So Skeletal Snipers will shoot through the wall, create fire arrows, and will clear everything. You will easily beat a campaign with this. For survivability, if you can't evade enemies, if you just don't know how to do it maybe, Grim Fist is what you're looking for. Sacrificing basically one minion, since you can't summon one minion for Grim Fist, you will activate it and it's pretty powerful. So why Grim Fist is super cool? With Grim Fist you actually can stand like completely chill and AFK in stuff like Breach, for example. You will still stand still. You will basically stand still, enemies will jump at you, skeleton mages will destroy them, and you will gather your shield back, so you don't need to do anything with Grim Fist, and that's the secret how to make this build complete AFK. Now you're probably curious how to actually make correct skill tree. And I will drop a link for skill tree in my Discord. I will make full written guide if this video will get some likes. So basically if there's enough people looking forward for this build to be optimized completely, then I will do it. But right now it's pretty simple. What you're looking for is for minion damage, of course, and that's over here in the middle near the Infernalist part. And at the same time we're looking to increase our energy shield. So this is powerful energy shield nodes. We're definitely taking those. 40% increased energy shield is insane buff for us. But while you're leveling, where you want to actually go over here. So you want to rush to this part basically, and minions will have reduced reservation. This part again is really powerful. It will change how much minions you can summon. So while you're just leveling, I would go forward and then I would go to the left and then over here to reservation. And then when you level up just a little bit more, then you switch, because there's a lot of powerful nodes over here. But we're not focusing only on minion damage, we're also focusing on the resistances. So here is some resistance and casting speed and revive speed. Revive speed is really important too. Where to go first actually? So again, first of all you want to go over here to increase damage and improve your reservation to get more minions. And then I would focus on this part without elemental resistance, probably, since it won't help you in the campaign a lot. Better use attack and casting speed and reviving speed over here. And then basically you're looking forward for these nodes. So here you will have increased maximum life and recoup damage as life. That's nice for survivability in campaign. And then increased critical hit chance with increased critical hit damage bonus, as well as increased damage. And I got this extra chaos resistance with 8% of physical damage as chaos damage. Our minions not doing physical damage, of course. I forgot to turn this off after leveling in the campaign, but like whatever, again, build works. Basically what you're looking for this part with increased critical hit chance, and that's basically how the build works. We have a really nice critical hit chance for our arc spell, and this guy's doing insane amount of damage. With these nodes over here to the right side, we get minions have increased movement speed, attack and casting speed, and increased damage, also some increased life. Other runes is basically taken to have more energy shield for us. And as you can see, I also got intelligence. That's for now because I get trash gear without any stats, and to activate all spells, all stuff, we need some nice stats. So we definitely need like around 15 dexterity and 191 intelligence to use highest level spells. Level 19, of course. For level 20 you need a little bit more, but when you get level 20 spells probably you will have better gear already. And that's my complete AFK Infernalist Summoner build for Path of Exile 2. I hope you enjoyed it and you will have blast playing it in Path of Exile 2. Make sure to watch other cool videos on the screen right now and drop a like if you want to see the full complete version of this one with insanely good and overpowered gear. See you in the next videos.